I opened my son's mail, and now I finally understand why he took his own life. The evening I received a call from the cops and they told me that my 15-year-old son Joseph took his own life, I damn near lost my mind. You see, he'd been struggling with kids making fun of him for his lisp and stutter since he was a kid, but he wasn't left helpless. He had friends from the block and a teacher he named Ms. Montoya, whom he absolutely adored. He'd see her after school every day and do vocal exercises with her, and he'd come home with a huge smile on his face, all while telling me how much he loved his time with Ms. Montoya. Well, I should have known something was wrong when Ms. Montoya quit her job the day after we lost Joseph. Ever since Joseph left this earth, I've been wondering why. Nothing made sense since he was doing the best he had ever been. But the other night I checked the mailbox, and that's when my heart shattered into a million pieces all over again. Found an envelope that read, "To Joseph's loved ones. I will never forgive myself for this." And my hands shook as I ran inside to sit down and read what this letter could possibly say. I shakily tore the top of it open before setting it down, and I couldn't even get past the first sentence before my eyes started watering. The letter was from Ms. Montoya, and she stated how much she loved Joseph. Every day during their sessions, he would vent to her about how the other kids made fun of him, and she was always there to listen and comfort him. She saw past Joseph's struggles and always told him what a good-hearted kid he was, but he simply couldn't see himself in that way. But then one day, he showed up in Ms. Montoya's class during her lunch break, right when nobody else was around. He walked up to her shyly, as if he was going to say something but was afraid to, and then he leaned up to her and tried to kiss her. She immediately pushed him off and wiped her mouth, telling him that it was inappropriate, and she could get in a lot of trouble for it, but he didn't listen. He tried again, and being bigger than her, he tried to force himself on her. It wasn't until she started yelling for someone to come in and get this kid off of her that he was caught and sent to the principal's office. Once she left school that night, she found that Joseph had written a note and left it on her desk. On the paper, it stated that what he was about to do next was all her fault. That was the last she'd heard from him. On the bottom of the page, Ms. Montoya had left her phone number in case I wanted to talk, but she had also written that she understood if I hated her guts and she would never forgive herself for how things ended. It took me weeks to call her, but deep down, I knew it was the right thing to do and she was not the one to blame. When I finally called her, I got the closure I so needed. Ms. Montoya wasn't the one to blame, but reading that distorted the memory I have of Joseph now. I don't know what to do or how to feel.